Hello everyone, we are tuning in from the Economic Times World Leaders Forum. And right now I have with me Sandeep Nailwal, the founder of Polygon. Hello Sandeep, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, it's a pleasure for me also.
Thank you so much. Polygon has established itself as a global leader in scaling solutions. From your perspective, what's the next big breakthrough that will drive blockchain adoption worldwide?
Yeah, I think it's very clear that the payments are actually the main thing right now, and we saw like Stripe and even the Circle, the stable coin company, getting into these payments related use cases. Also at Polygon, also payments is growing at a phenomenal pace. I think now generally we do more than $200 billion worth of payments and stable coin related movements on Polygon blockchain itself, and we are seeing that every big payment institution and fintech institution I'm talking to, they are interested and they want to now actively explore since the regulatory clarity has come in. So I think we are in this phase of maturization of crypto, and not as only a speculative class, but then as a actual financial infrastructure. And that's where the growth is going to happen. The growth will not be very hype based this time. It will be very actual stuff, actual reality based, or actual maturity based growth for the technology.
Exactly, as you mentioned that we don't want crypto to be hyped this time, but we want to reach the layman and the larger audience. So definitely we are looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Moving on, Web3 has moved through cycles of both hype, as you mentioned, and doubt. In your view, what separates the projects that survive and thrive from those that fade away?
I think in crypto, because there is a very easy going public path, right? You create a company, and there is in an equity company, if you build a company, from you starting the company to IPO is a minimum 5 to 7 year journey. That's minimum. Otherwise, generally it takes around 10 years. Whereas in crypto created a mechanism for these companies to create some sort of, many times only an idea, nothing is built, and directly go public, right? And I think that invited a lot of bad actors into the crypto, and then those are the bad actors which end up failing, right? Otherwise, it's no different than any startup industry. Like out of 100 startups, 4 or 5 startups are actually going to make it to the next stage, and only 1 or 2 out of them are going to survive for the long enough duration. So that's the similar thing as startups. But because of this intense speculative activity, it attracted a lot of bad actors. It's just similar to like hedge funds, right? So hedge funds have a very bad image in Wall Street, right? Why? Because the initial few hedge funds had very bad representatives. Similarly, in crypto, there have been some bad actors like Sam Bankman-Fried, what he did with the FTX exchange and all that destroyed the name of the entire industry. But there are also very, very senior and mature and visionary leaders in the crypto industry which are trying to do some good stuff.
Let's see, and I hope that we definitely witness those good stuff soon in the near future. Yeah, so moving on. India now has one of the largest developer communities in Web3. How important is that talent base for shaping the future of blockchain globally?
I mean, because of the sheer numbers of software developers in India, we already have a very large developer population. The first thing that is very immediately very heartwarming or happy thing for me is that because of a lot of these foreign companies, when they hire Indian developers, they pay the dollar salaries. So that creates a very amazing income stream for these developers, and then they get really, really high paying jobs and all that. That's very good for India. Otherwise, a lot of these non Web3 companies used to always look India as a kind of a cost center, and they will pay the Indian INR kind of salaries, which will be much lower, like sometimes half or even less than half of that. But then Indian developers, shaping the world, you can already see some of the top companies, their senior and the most senior developers are Indians only. Polygon, as an example, our CTO is an Indian person only now, and traditionally mostly our CTOs have been Indians, and there are a lot of Indian teams who manage Polygon PS chain. Similarly, you have literally all the top projects in the space you will always see in their tech team senior or mid to senior people as Indian developers, and obviously a lot of junior people also when they are entering into the space and now they are participating in these bounties and hackathons and skilling themselves and going into this. So obviously Indian developer, just by the numbers, law of large numbers also, obviously it's a very important, developer community for the world.
Yes, actually, I think that a lot of people, not just the juniors, but the seniors and the young generation also, they'll step into this world and make a brighter future.
Yes.
Okay, and finally, talking about the future of crypto in just one line. If you had to describe, how would you describe it?
The future of crypto is basically the entire fintech. Everything that you see in the fintech world will slowly move their rails towards crypto. That's what is going to happen. It's going to be a long journey. Some things will happen fast, like payments, cross-border payments and all that, but eventually all kinds of financial infrastructure, whether it's exchanges, whether it's payments, remittances, banking, everything is going to move on chain.
Okay, that's awesome, and it was really insightful, and it's a pleasure to have you here today with us, Sandeep. Thank you so much.
Thank you.